set.
So, of course, they won't break from lanes until the second leg athlete has run that first bend, effectively the third bend of the full distance, the full four-lap distance. Good running on the outside there from the leading French athlete, by the look of things, Black, who has had a tremendous week. She's found new form this year. Going pretty well at the moment for Britain in the navy blues, Yummy Mary John, although outside her, Sevilla of Spain has blasted through the first 250. Yummy Mary John's got some hard running to do here if she wants to get back on terms with the Dutch and the Spanish. As she comes down the home straight, of course, the stagger will unwind in their favour on the next bend. But Belgium going really well as well in lane 3. It does look like the Dutch lead, but what a leg from the Spanish. Sevilla there, the first leg from her as they hand over. The Dutch in the lead, Spain second. Great Britain maybe in third when they get round this bend into the back straight, but Klaver on this leg will surely do great work for the Dutch.
And it's Klaver flying away now. That was a great changeover, taking over the baton from Van der Schoot. She's got about 3 meters lead on the chasing pack. Yummy Mary John cutting across. She's in the silver medal position at the moment. She's leading the chasers, but Klaver at the moment coming in fresh. She didn't run in the heat, is now flying away. It's going to be a real battle behind them. It's Great Britain, Northern Ireland, Italy and Belgium at the moment in the medal positions, but behind Klaver. But Klaver has put a great deal of distance. She's got more than 10 meters at the moment on the rest, and she's going to give Emma Salberg a huge advantage going into the third leg.
Well, it was Lena Nielsen on that second leg. Nicole Jürgen on this third leg has got a huge amount of ground to make up. And don't forget, it's Femke Broeders-Bol on the final leg for the Dutch. This could mean gold for the Dutch here, because down the back straight, Salberg for the Dutch on this third leg is about a 10 or 12 meter lead. Great Britain in second place at the moment. She's going well here, Jürgen. If she's judging this one right, she might move away from the two teams behind her, Italy and Belgium, but they're breathing down her neck. The Dutch just will not relinquish this big lead. She's running tremendously well here, Jürgen. Broeders making small inroads into the Dutch lead, but it's 10 meters at least, maybe 8 or 9 now, as Jürgen comes back at the Dutch. But Femke Broeders-Bol on the final leg for them, surely for Emily Newnham, this is insurmountable.
Well, Emily Newnham challenging Broeders-Bol. Newnham starting very quickly. She's going to get up on the shoulder of the great Dutch woman. Broeders-Bol with that familiar upright style with hardly any arm action. Emily Newnham, though, what a tenacious first 150 meters. She's really throwing down the gauntlet to Broeders-Bol. Broeders-Bol, who's run so many great anchor legs for the Dutch now, has got a challenge on her hand. Newnham being roared by the crowd here in the Alexander Stadium, but now Broeders-Bol, she's timed her acceleration to perfection, coming in down the home straight. Newnham now starting to tire. Broeders-Bol pulling away, though. It's going to be the third successive title for the Netherlands. 3:21.10. Terrific performance over the last leg from Femke Broeders-Bol. It was set up by those three women behind her, though, especially that terrific second leg by Lieke Klaver. So there's the final results. The Netherlands take the title with 3:21.68. Great Britain, Northern Ireland silver, and Italy bronze.
I think it's the best thing. We always love to win as a team, train as a team, and then come here on the track together. It's amazing that the men also got a bronze medal, so we are a very happy country today.
Oh, Thierry, first man over. Clean scorecard, that's important, it's so important. Duplantis has had one failure already. One blink for the Swede, and that's it, that's all you get probably. You're lucky to get one blink off him when he's in tip-top shape.
That Alice, second attempt at 6 meters. Thank you very much, that'll do. Almost as if to say to Mondo, hey, anything you can do, I can do.
This would equal the championship record set 2 years ago in Rome. And he's done it, he's equalled his own championship record. But maybe he's getting ready here for Birmingham. First attempt at 6:10 for Carolise. Oh, that's so neat. Oh, look, even Duplantis is going, oh, that nearly stayed up. Duplantis has to jump quite quickly here with 2 athletes still left in the competition. Oh, it's a slight tickle, but he's over. That is a new championship record here at the European Championships. And Carolee shakes his head. So how does he keep doing it? So here goes the Greek trying to take on the brilliant Mondo Duplantis. He's got one more chance here to stay in the competition. Oh, and he's so close. But a brilliant men's pole vault final. Mondo Duplantis, 4 consecutive titles and a championship record, 6:15. Emmanuel Carolee will have to try again. The Greek gets another silver at 6 meters. And Baptiste Thierry, a brilliant bronze with a 5:85.
It feels really good. No, it feels amazing. Yeah, just trying not to take it for granted, you know. 4 of these in a row, it's a really amazing feat. So just trying to soak it all in and just enjoy it.
Well, Hudson Smith, as you might expect, out very, very quickly. The individual 400-meter winner starting to reduce the deficit on Scotty on his outside. Scotty ran a really good opening leg in this heat, but it's Hudson Smith bearing down on the Italian, and it's Hudson Smith having a great opening leg for the Britons. He's looking to hand over a big advantage to Toby Harris. Also going well on the outside, the Belgians. But it's Hudson Smith who's definitely leading the way and should be able to hand over first. It's going to be Hudson Smith, the Britain in the lead, but it's the Italians right alongside him.
The Brits have massively front-loaded their squad here. It's a tactic you can use in 4x4 just to get yourself out of trouble. Matt Hudson-Smith running the longest leg as well, so using their firepower for as many meters as they can. Toby Harris does go off very fast. Dylan Borley is trying to match him here, and the Italian slotting into 3rd place with Luca Cito. So Britain from Belgium to Italy. I think the Brits would have expected and hoped to have a larger lead at this point. The Belgian Tornadoes, that's their men's 4x4 squad, staying in touching distance with Harry's here. They're looking for their 5th title since 2012, but here's the charge for the Italians. It's a brilliant run here from Ciotto. He's going to hand over in the lead.
Now the pressure's on Ben Jeffries, but it's going to be the Italians who nip across and take the lead. So it's Sudassi in front, but this is turning into an absolutely fabulous battle for the medals. Sudassi of Italy leads, Britain behind him, Belgium, the Netherlands, Switzerland and Hungary. They're all in it at this stage. Even Poland and Germany are not necessarily out of it just yet. Now Sudassi going through the gears, coming around the 2nd bend. Ben Jeffries, well, he's got a gold from the mixed relay. He's going to try and keep Charlie Dodson in contention, but Sudassi starting to pull away and there's no sign of tiring. Sudassi, the Italian, is going to hand over to Benatti. Benatti, the anchorman on the heat leg.
Benatti looking good here. Remember, they broke the championship record in qualifying for this final, the Italians. They're looking great form. It was a national record for them as well. Charlie Dobson is on the hunt. The Brits have played their ace. Matt Hudson-Smith went on the 1st leg. Jonas Pfeifers of Netherlands, he might be their ace here in their quartet. He's in 4th place at the moment. It's a brave run from Benatti. He's keeping Charlie Dobson at bay. The Belgians are right there with Daniel Segers as well. Segers did make the individual final, and it looks like Italy are romping away with this. The crowd getting behind Dobson. Charlie Dobson's going to try as far as he can all the way to the finish line. It's Italy versus Britain, and it goes on a dip to the Italians, just ahead of the Brits. 2:59.17, not quite as fast as they managed in qualification.
Italy winning in 2:59.16. Great Britain, Northern Ireland just 300ths in arrears. The Netherlands coming through so strongly over that last leg, 2:59.49.
Good start there from Jeremiah Azu. Is he going to make up any ground on the man outside him there? It's Crespi of Spain, and it looks like he has. They've got to get these handovers right. Not a great change over there from Britain, but I think it was legal. Dean Rasher-Smith there, central picture in the dark strip, gaining up on the Spanish. Who else is going well here? The Germans, very good from the Germans with the Haase on that leg. She hands over to Gustman, and maybe the Germans leading. Great Britain now on this third leg. I've got Zarnell Hughes and the stagger unwinding in his favour. He will hand over to Amy Hunt. They've just got to get this changeover right and they're away. The Germans looking strong on the outside with Looking Kemper, and she is a former European champion. And Amy Hunt being chased down, or is she? No, she goes away for gold for Great Britain. 39.97. It is a new European record. Absolutely brilliant. No failures there. Fourth gold for Amy Hunt. Yeah, 4 fingers you may well hold up in the air, because that is quite extraordinary. There it is, Great Britain, yet another gold, a European record, 39.97. It's nicely separated from Germany and Spain, the silver and bronze medalists respectively, by the 40-second barrier.
Yeah, I think I'm still riding so high on adrenaline. It's a bit scary having one of the fastest men in the world kind of run towards you and you have to get away from him. But yeah, to cap it off together as a team in front of this crowd was just a dream.
The winner from last time round, unable to defend the title. She's battling cancer. She'll be watching on keenly, and these women will be missing her presence. A wonderful tactician. And I would love to know what she would have made of the challenge of Georgia Hunter-Bell. 3:55 this season. Alphonse of Portugal has made the decision to get herself out of trouble. She was on the inside, to just getting herself to the front of the race, but not pushing it at all. We've had so many tactical races here over this week. Jakob Ingebrigtsen, Nadia Batacletti, a pair of golds. Stefan Nilsson, a surprise winner of the men's 1500. It was so slow, he darted through in the closing stages. Mark English was similar, and it looks like in the opening stages of this women's 1500, it's going to be pretty slow. Watch out for Kazimierska if it's slow. The women go through the bell in 3:09 here in their 1500-metre final. They're 4 abreast in the middle of the pack. Hunter-Bell trying to stretch from the front. Guimo will not be intimidated. She won't wilt under the pressure. Her teammate Adele Gay trying to make inroads back in the pack, but still 8-10 of them all together, and there goes Kazimierska. She's got brilliant speed. She's gone sub-4, she's gone sub-2. Georgia Hunter-Bell responds, and Patricia Silva is moving up onto the shoulder of Agard Guimo. Hunter-Bell uses the big screen. She's got a ferocious last 150, and here it comes. She's going to unleash it on the best in Europe. There's a gap already between Georgia Hunter-Bell and Kazimierska of Poland. It's going to be gold for Georgia Hunter-Bell. She's been so patient, but when she makes her move, she's decisive, and it's devastating. Look at the kick from Georgia Hunter-Bell. It's going to be a brilliant gold for Great Britain and Northern Ireland. Kazimierska of Poland celebrates her silver, and Patricia Silva, a brilliant bronze for Portugal. A brilliant gold for Georgia Hunter-Bell, 4:07.78, a second ahead of Klaudia Kazimierska, the Polish woman. Timed her sprint perfectly, and Patricia Silva picking up the bronze for Portugal.
So good, yeah, had all the colours now, and it is obviously really nice to be a winner, especially in front of a home crowd. Feel very lucky.
On Iapichino, Andy Diaz-Hernandez, dominant in the men's triple jump. And that's a good start for Iapichino. Being quite honest about the devastation when she finished 4th in Paris. Not today from Iapichino, 7 metres exactly, only a plus 2.1, not as much as Mahambo had behind her.
So Jasmine Sawyer, second in these championships back in 2016, and that's another great effort from the Briton. Look at that, 6.96, and it's an outdoor personal best for Sawyers. 1.3 metres per second wind.
Frenchwoman. So much speed down the straight, and that is right in that medal zone here. All sat on top of each other. Great 4th in Tokyo for Kapacha. 6.98, that puts her in 2nd place, 2 centimetres ahead of Jasmine Sawyers, 4 centimetres ahead of Malaika Mahambo. And De Souza down in 5th place, the world indoor champion. Very minor foul in the 2nd round, and I fell on top of her feet there, didn't quite have time to shoot them out in front. It was still a good jump though from De Souza. There's a 6.96 for De Souza, and I think there was more in there. She's Jasmine Sawyers. Look at that, 5.95, 5.96. No, I'm not sure. She's going in third place at the moment. She's got the same distance as De Souza. Apologies, it's Capacha she has the same distance as. She's trying to get herself higher up.
6.99. Well, she's got a couple of rounds to come, but that is as close as it gets. Within 1 centimetre, that's less than half an inch of the lead.
There we have it. Iapichino 7 metres to take gold. Sawyer's 6.99 with silver. Capacha 6.98, and there was only 6 centimetres across the top 5 women.
Oh, it feels amazing winning an European title in front of my family because they live not far from here. So it's great. It's great. Yeah, I mean, I cannot explain. Actually, I just have to process everything. Yeah.
And now they're starting to accelerate with 600 metres to go. Coming into the water jump. Shoulder to shoulder, it's Rupert and Arke. Kedenjon also moving up. He's always been up there, covering any moves, just in case there was a sudden surge, a sudden increase in pace. And now, it's Rupert and Arke. Rupert really starting to crank it up as they come through to hear the bell. There they go, Rupert. He's pushing hard now. This is changing the complexion of the race. Arke grimacing, gritting his teeth. This is going to be a really brutal last lap. But Rupert showing the class that took him under 8 minutes just a couple of months ago. Arke and Kedenjon. Kedenjon now up on the shoulder of the Spaniard. Is this going to be a very rare medal for Luxembourg? But it's Rupert now. He's flying around the bend. He's coming into the water jump for the last time. He's pumping his arms like an 800-metre runner. Slightly stumbled there, but it wasn't anything significant that lost his impetus. Kedenjon now, right up on his shoulder though. Pulling away once again, Rupert. Arke starting to fade very, very badly. But it's going to be Rupert, the favourite. He's got time to celebrate. A silver for Luxembourg. And coming across the line, it's going to be Bebendorf in third place, coming through strongly over that last lap after being tucked back in the pack at the bell. There we have the full results. Daniel Arke, medalist on previous occasions, being run out of it on this occasion. 8.27 for the Spaniard, finishing in fourth.
Here she goes. First round for her, chance to, again, hit something big, get in the head of the others. She seems to like it. Does she like it? Yes, she does. That's coming down at 62.43. It's within inches of her season's best. 58 this year. She looks happy with that one. She's watching it carefully. Oh, that's nice. That's about 61 metres. Her lifetime best, 61.58 this season, but that is nice, 61.53. It's only a 5 centimetres by her lifetime best. Brilliant start.
Adriana Viagos had that rather lackluster 54.02. It's not going to take the lead from Sarah Kolak. She'll be very pleased to have produced a good throw following on from that rather poor first effort.
There it is, Sarah Kolak, gold for Croatia. They've become the 17th nation to get a gold medal at these championships. Julie Ulbricht of Germany, the silver there, and a fabulous bronze in this women's javelin for Adriana Vilagos.
So 7:30 local time here in Birmingham, and it's the start of the Women's European Championship Marathon. And that's a nice sized field. The course is narrow as well. We mentioned all those twists and turns, but it's almost like one of those kind of, I don't know, you might put a 5K on in a city centre in the evening under the lights, a bit of glam, and you have a twisty turny fast course. It's exactly the kind of course these athletes are facing. Here we go, St Paul's 20.6 for Vainio, 67 minutes. So we aren't far off a half marathon split. I'm sure we'll get a half marathon split as well.
But that's incredible, the pace she's shifting at. She's 500 metres from the halfway point. She's going to go through in about 68 minutes, 69 minutes. I mean, she's on sub-220 pace. She could be heading for a personal best here.
That would be quite astounding, wouldn't it, from Vanio? And today, here on the streets of Birmingham, she's going to be the European champion. She's going to break the championship record and take a second gold medal for Finland here at the championships, 2:22.26. She lowers the record by nearly 3 minutes. Abby Donnelly not too far behind, a brilliant bronze for Abby Donnelly, the first individual British medal for the women in this European Championship marathon. But it was gold for Finland. Alicia Vanio, 2 hours 22.26, a championship record. Liliana Vindic-Tot, a brilliant silver for Hungary and a lifetime best of 2:27.21. And Abby Donnelly of Great Britain and Northern Ireland, despite many injuries in the last few months, gets it together on the day, 2 hours 27.33 for bronze.
I wonder if we'll see a breakaway early on in this one, as in the women's. I think it's less likely. Gun goes and away they go. Richard Ringer in the dark glasses. FIFA in there for Spain too. Watch him. The Spanish will have a very strong squad. Carlos Mayo is a 2:08 performer. Jorge Gonzalez is a 2:08 runner. Ilias FIFA, well, an allegiance transferee from Morocco, has lived in Spain since 2006. He's a 2:08 runner. And this is a big move from Petros. This could be the decisive move. He's got his head down on this uphill section. Richard Ringer, the defending champion from Munich 2022. German flags being waved in the background. Richard Ringer leading the quartet, the chasing quartet. But Petros here, there's an urgency to the way he's moving. He's working really hard, leaning into this hill and getting a gap. Ah, that's nice to see. Armand Petros, 2:08 on the clock. He's got to be under 2:10 surely. Comes through to take another gold for Germany. His first gold for Germany. The championship record, 2:09.51 by Koen Nert of Belgium. That was in Berlin 2018. Well, here we are in Birmingham 2026. And Armand Petros is milking this for all he can. And who would deny him that? He is champion of Europe. 2:09.11, unofficially his winning time there. Confirmation of Armand Petros' gold medal winning run in the men's marathon here in Birmingham. Championship record, 2:09.11 ahead of Italy's Riva and Ayale of Israel. That's the 1, 2, 3.